Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos. As you guys probably saw, the theme for this video today is a no makeup look. This one's kind of near and dear to me because I started this way. When I got into makeup, it was very progressive. If you guys are interested in seeing how I do this look, which I think is minimal, and of course if you don't think it's minimal, then next video probably. But if you are interested, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay guys, so I am back and I have a clean face going on. The first thing that I'm going to go in with is a primer. A primer is going to help the makeup sit on your face without looking unnatural. The words on this are starting to come off, but this is the one that I use. It is the Tarte Poreless Primer. This guy, about that much. I'm going to work it into the two fingers here, and I'm going to start by just tapping it around my face to kind of help distribute the product because I don't want to use a whole lot. Let's talk foundations for a second. The one that I like to use is the Naked Skin foundation from Urban Decay. This foundation is really great because it's pretty thin, and what I really like about it is you apply it to the skin in layers. So you'll put your first layer on and it won't really seem like it has a lot of coverage, but say like if I wanted to put more coverage through my cheeks, all I would have to do is just add more product here, whereas like I don't necessarily want to layer a whole bunch of product up here because that might collect in the fine lines on the forehead that I have from raising my eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this. This is number 3, and I also have the shade number 2. I do a little bit of mixing and matching because I am so pasty white that I change all year long because I also tan, which is what you would think would be a blessing, but it's really not because I end up 16 different shades throughout the year. So let's go ahead and go in with a like half pump of 2 and a half pump of 3. And I'm just applying it to the back of my hand, and then I'm going to go ahead and mix that a little bit. I have one of these like disposable spoolies here. I'm going to mix that with the back of the brush. I'm going to go ahead and apply today with my optical blurring brush from Urban Decay. This is kind of like a stippling brush. If you're not familiar with what that means, it just means that the head of the brush is relatively flat, but it's also densely packed, so you can press against it without the bristles really giving way, which allows you to pick up material and product and place it onto the skin and stipple it into the skin. Almost kind of like a beauty blender would do. And now with whatever's left on the back of my hand, which at this point is not a lot, so I've used about a pump, so I'm going to take whatever's left and just collect it on the brush here. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to kind of try and like work this in, work this into the eye socket just to kind of blend that coloring through so that it doesn't look unnatural like I have weirdly pigmented eyelids or anything like that. So now that I have the makeup distributed against my face, I'm going to go in with like a blurring motion. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a closer look at this just to make sure that I don't have any unevenness, but you guys can probably already see that. Okay, so I like the first layer here. Now, if you guys want to, you can stop here. You don't have to continue. You don't have to do more. I think I'm going to just a little bit through the cheek section right here, and maybe just a little bit more on the nose to kind of get more of a smooth texture here. I'm done on the forehead, though. I'm not going to do any more on the forehead. So I'm just going to pick up some of that product and stipple that across, and you guys can see this is a heavier application than what I was doing earlier, for sure.
Okay, so now I'm going to blend in what I have here just to see how that coverage looks. And you guys can see how it kind of is filling in a little bit more even this time. Under the jaw. I'm just stippling right now, so distributing the product. I'm going to grab a little bit more product and see if I can get rid of some of the redness in the cheek right there, and some of the redness in this acne zone right here. Now, of course, if I was really concerned with the redness in my cheek and that's something that I was trying to cover up, I would probably use some sort of color-correcting fluid as a primer underneath the foundation before I put the foundation on. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend that into the pre-existing. And I like this coverage a lot better than a second ago.
The concealer that I'm going to be using is the Naked Skin Concealer. When I bought this and the color correcting fluid and the foundation, I was talking to an Urban Decay rep, so they totally sold me on all of their products, but I love them, so it's really not a problem. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to apply it, and I'm not going to start really close to the eye, because the closer to the eye you get, the more like fine lines and wrinkles that you could possibly have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to start a little bit under the eye, and then when I blend the product in, I'm going to blend it up into the eye region and blend it in with the makeup that is under the eye, just so that I don't have excess product. Product that I use for my brows, which I would recommend for anybody that is trying to do a no makeup look and they want to add a little bit of definition to their brows, is the Ka-Brow from Benefit. So I drag it across the surface without trying to really like dig into it, and then usually I'll kind of like tap it on my finger just to get rid of the excess product. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of drag a little bit through here in the main part of the brow. Yeah, let's see how it, yeah, anyway. And then I'm going to pull this down. And then right into the point right at the end. So that's like it for like what I want to put down. So now I'm just going to make sure that it doesn't move around. And I'm going to do that with a translucent finishing powder. I'm going to take the powder, I'm just going to like, oh, so lightly like tap into this, tap off a little bit of the excess. Like did you see the smoke go up just now? Like that's how like fine this stuff is. I'm going to start under the eye, and I'm just going to lightly press this into the eye. Go on to the other side. Over the bridge. I like to put a lot on my nose, so I go kind of heavy on the nose because I touch my nose all day long and I end up with no makeup on it, and that's not good either. I am going to apply a little bit of eyeshadow just for myself. Of course, you don't have to do this. If you don't want to apply eyeshadow because you want it to look as natural as possible, you can. I don't mind applying a little bit of eyeshadow for this look. I think that with my eye shape, it works really well, because really all I do is I just add like a natural color on the lid, and then I just do a little bit of like it's almost like contouring my eye. Realistically, that's really kind of what it is. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. I like it. I'm feeling it. I like it. I'm just gonna dust off any of that excess setting powder that I have, and so just with a really light hand, I'm going to use sweeping motions. Not trying to move or drag any product. We're just trying to let the bristles glide across the top of the skin, knocking off any excess product. This also feels really good. It's like meditative. That's that. So the only thing that I have left to do is my setting spray. What we're going to use right now is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is beyond my favorite. I've never even been tempted to use a different setting spray because I just love this one. I just like kind of like wherever I feel it didn't hit, I just kind of spray again. Okay, so that is it, guys. I don't really have anything else to show you for this no makeup look. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys think that it is something that you can do. This is what I started with, so this is kind of just like a throwback for me in a way. Throwback Thursday. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys find some tools or techniques that you can apply to your own attempt at doing a no makeup look or a men's makeup look, and that you are comfortable doing it and comfortable wearing it. Yeah, so I will catch you guys next week. My goal for the new year and the new everything is that I definitely want to get video out to you guys once a week on Thursdays. That's the day. So next Thursday, watch out for another one. An easy way to do that is to subscribe to my channel and turn on that reminder so you guys can see videos that I put out, and there'll be more makeup tutorials. I am hopeful that I can do some product review because I really like buying new things. Yeah, so until next week, I am going to sign off, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye. It has been a really long time since I've done a video. Like, oh, you know what, for Halloween, I want to do, like, drag for Halloween. And what that ended up being was me doing a costume and basically, like, I don't think that it was even considered drag. Like, I'm pretty sure that it was just me, like, wearing, like, a women's Halloween costume. And it was like, Renaissance, so it wasn't, like, scandalous or anything like that. But it definitely involved some pretty heavy makeup. And some pretty elaborate, like, eye makeup, which was not good. Like, it did not look, whatever. Moving on. That tea is really cold.